There we go. Stream is updated. And with that, my diabolical plot is revealed. We're playing ye olde, ye especially oldie Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth from 2005, a game that I have played once in 2006 and did not finish. I also don't have a walkthrough open, which is gonna bite us real quick, I bet. But I've been going for about 2 hours at this point, so we're probably not gonna get hugely far into this. But we'll see where we wind up. I know for a fact that this game uses save points, so that might bite us at some point. Yeah, you pretty much need one for that. That was a wall I hit when I played this originally. I had to go to GameFAQs. But we're gonna give it a shot. And see what happens. Who knows? Maybe we'll get it right on the first try. Could happen. You don't know. Anyway, as I was saying, I have never tested this, so I don't know if we can capture it. We're gonna find out. I hope we can. It's displaying a warning. It says, oh, there it goes. Contains scenes of a disturbing nature. To maximize your Cthulhu experience, please ensure that you use the options menu. Yeah, I can't read the rest of it. Are you prepared to have a Cthulhu experience? I am. I'm really glad that it's capturing these, by the way. It doesn't capture them for the thing. Horror, the true horror that paralyzes. I missed it. I'm a good narrator. This is loud as shit. I need to fix that. Yeah, well, you know, that's the time to do it. You gotta experiment. I need to turn these down. That'll probably do it. Right. So I have gone through, and I mentioned last time that there's been some changes, and I was about to say since the last time I played that, but that was like 10 plus years ago, so I mean that's not surprising. I have the updated EXE, I have the fan patch that uses the updated EXE, I have the shader fix, and I have the widescreen fix, which you may notice because the game is currently widescreen. I have played a little bit of this to test it. Didn't stream it. Played a little bit to test it. It seems to work fine. For some reason it didn't feel as loud last time as it is, but it is like 9:46 right now, so that may be a factor. Let's begin, shall we? Did I just hit continue instead of new game? I'm not smart. New game. We're gonna play on Private Investigator. Here we go. Here's the beginning. Content warning for this, by the way. It is, again,
now,
the Call of Cthulhu.
I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless.
God, what
I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
Oh, that's a one-way ticket to alcohol poisoning right there. Once you get into the last half of the story, anyway. He did. That's the name of the game. I'm sure he's fine. Game tips are currently active. I'll leave those on, just for now. I'm going to turn them off later. 6.5 years ago. God, imagine buying a notebook and actually using it. People back in the early 1900s were on some real wild shit.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
And it's gameplay. Already loving the voice acting. From what I remember, it gets better. Hey, bud.
What's taking him so long? Something must be wrong.
I think I saw him with Officer Armstrong. Just take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy. Don't worry about it.
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
All right.
Try to stay calm.
You better
Take
hurry,
it slowly. Yep, we took it slowly. It worked out just fine. Oh no. Oh no. Terrible. Terrible tragedy. Can't close that. Oh, little poly rats. Wonder what's going on in here. So, a fun thing you can do in this, there's an interact button for, like, operating doors and stuff, and you can also examine things. So, you're going to hear me mashing that button a lot.
That's an unusual design.
Because every time you do...
A powerful painting of some cosmic horror.
You can't just say that. We're barely 5 minutes into the game. Come on, man.
This blasphemous image makes me feel uneasy.
Oh, that's a redemption for sure.
It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape.
Interesting.
As I
Oh,
continue
yes.
to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Athean masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future.
Buddy, you got no idea. You've picked up your first journal item. Another fun thing this game does, we have just a straight up Resident Evil ass inventory here. We got this misaligned thing here that's not really working properly because it's widescreen. We have our current game time. We can't inject ourselves with morphine yet. We don't have a high enough level. We have our journal in which we can read things. In fact, we can read the diary entry that Jack was reading at the start of the game. I guess I'm becoming a victim of my own success after closing the last 5 cases so fast the papers have been calling me a local hero. But I just had a run of lucky hunches, that's all. Just another cop doing his job. So there's a disturbance at a local residence. Probably just a bunch of kids hopped up on moonshine, because it's the early 1900s, baby, and that's the only thing to do. The internet hasn't been invented yet. We're not going to log on to Twitter. It's moonshine, 24/7. Why call in a detective? Maybe the uniform boys are sore at being out in this weather and they want to share the joy with the local hero. Wouldn't be the first good-natured prank I've had to take since those newspaper reports. I don't know, though. Something doesn't feel right. It's more than just a regular bad feeling. It's hard to explain, but it's strong. Probably just tired. Those dreams don't help. I can't remember when I last got a good night's sleep. Oh, buddy. Mood. Must be a month at least, right about the time I started my run of lucky hunches. Dreams have been getting worse lately. I'm almost afraid to close my eyes. Bourbon helped at first, but not anymore. The lack of sleep must be affecting my nerves. Well, jitters or not, better get going. A collation of general evidence. There's the podium sermon, which we just read, and tomes and manuscripts. We only have one tome in here, and it's called Nothing Collected. It's a very strange tome, very eldritch. I love this screen, though. This is not quite a grid inventory, but it's close enough that I love it. We also have stuff here. This will be important later. We also have this guy over here. I don't know what this deal is. I also like that when you mouse over things, you can hear scribbling as though he's writing in his journal. You are correct. This is not a good game, but it is very fascinating. It is just incredibly weird. It is extremely what it is. They could never make this game again. Like, they couldn't even make it back when they made this game. Just absolutely buck wild. Oh, they're still shooting. Is there anything in here? Did we miss anything other than just the rats?
It's an old stove. It's hot and giving off a lot of smoke. The stove's still burning.
How many lines does he have about the stove?
It's an old stove.
That's all of them. Nah. I'm disappointed.
Kill them all!
That symbol's strange. Looks almost like a flaming eye. I should take a closer look.
That's a save point. We're gonna override it. This game has a strange save system. It has a combination of save points, manual save points like this, and auto saves before around, just like kind of sprinkled around. It's your standard Xbox like checkpoint system where they don't do it very well. There are usually ones before action sequences. Usually.
A depiction of some alien creature.
I wonder what that is.
An old grandfather clock. It's locked.
Watch him on the stairs.
It's locked. The front door has been barricaded with tables and chairs.
Fuck, dude, it Sure has. Hey, bud. Well, I'm glad someone's happy to see me.
An old wardrobe, empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful. He seemed to recognize me. I don't get it.
Weird. I wonder what that means.
Poisoning by the looks of it.
Uh-oh.
He's dead. They're all dead.
Oh, no.
Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide.
Oh, no.
These nuts had some serious issues. It's hot and giving off a lot of smoke.
Yeah, that's the thing to focus on here. Oh, we got a
A
book.
diary. This will make interesting reading.
Let's check it out. No, not that one. Diary of a Cult Member. August 20th, 1915. We have been watching him now for 2 months. I can feel my anticipation growing as the day of contact draws near. Victor has not yet divulged his final plan for bringing Mr. Walters to us. All I know is that we must succeed. The sermon... Oh, August 24th. The sermon today was inspiring. Victor enlightened us with a story of the great race transcending the bounds of time to visit his dreams of the conscious things on this earth and in the ocean depths. We are but servants to a greater design. I can only hope that my faith during these last days will win me favor when our masters step through the gate. Don't worry, buddy. I'm sure they'll eat you first. 29th. The experiments below have claimed one more of our order. Another volunteer is needed, but many are willing. We are truly blessed through our faithful service now that his coming grows so close. September 3rd. The preparations are complete and Victor's plan is in motion. He will arrive soon. Surely by now he must suspect his true nature, or at least question the nature of his gifts. September 6th. He has come. Finally, it begins. It's not ominous at all. Anyway, you may notice that the screen is blurring because we're surrounded by dead bodies.
He's dead. They're all dead.
This game has a sanity system.
I can't open it.
Yes, he has come. Anyway, Jack doesn't like being around dead people. He is also claustrophobic, I think. So, if you're in an area that is bad to be in, the screen will go all wibbly-wobbly. And you gotta get away from it.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Walt.
Damn.
Damn. He recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint. He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning.
Hey, dipshits, it's me.
A key. Could come in handy.
I'm key hunting in here. Come on. Picked up an inventory item. Open the interface to view it. It's a key. It's a copper key with an S engraved on the head. As mentioned, there's a reason we have a Resident Evil-ass inventory. There are gonna be some puzzles.
It won't budge. It won't open. It won't open.
These won't, but now that we have a key, I seem to recall there being a locked door down here.
It's locked. The key doesn't fit.
Oh, it's not for that one. It's this one.
It's unlocked.
There we go. Keys will automatically be used. It's helpful. Hey, I wonder what's up with this.
I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I gotta think.
Uh-oh. Gotta get out of here. Losing it. And
Another
the
key. This should fit the door across the hall. What the hell is going on? It seems they've been tracking my movements.
Leave home, arrive at station. Leave station. Lunch, go to bank, back to station. Follow suspect, stakeout, return. return home.
The fire's still burning.
That's not what I was looking at. Can't look at any of these files. Oh, there you go. There you go. There's your early 1900s detective, huffing a dart in sepia-tone black and white.
All these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it.
Do I really smoke that much? But it is the early 1900s. Everyone did.
It's unlocked.
There we go.
For nutcases, they seem quite literate. The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek.
Classical Greek. Narcotica. The manuscript looks medieval, but claims to be a translation from classical Greek of a far older work from before the time of the first humans. The pages are stained, faded, and even burned in some places, making reading difficult. The legible sections tell the history of unthinkably distant antiquity. They speak of races so strange as to be beyond human comprehension, and wars fought across vast gulfs of time and space. There are concepts so utterly alien that they sound like absolute madness. Time travel, flying polyps, mental projection, great race of Yith. It makes you dizzy just to read it.
These books are really old, and most of them are in strange languages I don't understand.
Don't worry about the screaming, we'll get to
I don't have
that.
time to read. I'm a detective, not a pen pusher.
You're right, we should investigate the screaming.
There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
I'd love to hear strange sounds. By the way, check this out. Remember when video games had mirrors in them? I do. Love it.
Shit, that did not sound good.
Damn, the first cutscene from The Thing is happening down there. I need to get off this ladder, please. Thank you.
Well, that's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull.
It's probably fine. It's probably perfectly fine. I've heard about this. I've heard ancient tales that tell of this consciousness-shredding tornado blowjob. They say it would rend a man's mind asunder.
Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered.
God, what
Seems
a good
like these
callback.
cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment.
I love the implication, by the way, that Jack's narration is in his head. Because you can hear him breathing heavily, freaking out. But he's just got this, like, cool-ass detective monologue going in his head. It's the only way it's the only way he keeps his shit together. Well, that's normal. Hey, buddy. You good?
Good God! What the hell is all this? I've never seen such equipment before. Who could have made such a machine?
Huh. Well,
Looks like his stomach. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. His beating heart.
huh.
looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for. This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines.
Yeah, he's just been...
Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid.
Our boy here has just been parted out. He's connected with tubes to all of his bits. But to what end? Well, we better get him out of there.
Oh, shit!
I meant to do that.
His lungs have stopped ventilating. His heart has stopped. His stomach stopped moving.
Is there one of these for every single one of these?
His brain stopped moving.
I feel like even under normal circumstances, your brain doesn't move.
His intestines have stopped moving. His kidneys have stopped moving. At least he's out of his misery.
Yeah, that'll
The
do it.
crystal's still warm.
We have gained a crystal. A strange green crystal. It's warm and exhibits an unusual glow. Ah, there you go. That's how you know he's dead for sure. That's a wall. I can't see anything. It's very dark. Honestly, you're doing way better than I
This
am.
tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment. Ah! It's too hot to pick up. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
I'm disappointed he didn't touch it again. There was a little hiss when he did. Oh. Well, that's interesting. You know, I don't think those cult fellas built this. This looks old. Very old.
What the hell is that? It looks like something's been removed from it. There's no power.
Coop. Well, I think we know what to do. We have a crystal and a mysterious hole. Let's go ahead and put the crystal in the mysterious hole. Fire this bad boy up, see what happens. By the way, it's widescreen, so we're going to get some weird stuff going on with his hands sometimes, because they didn't expect you to see it. Don't worry about it, that's fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The boys are here. This was OG Xbox, yeah. Hmm. 6 years.
It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming.
Fuck, dude, there sure was.
According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me
Acute
later
mental stress.
collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze.
It's called
They
depression,
committed me
Jack.
to
They haven't invented it yet.
where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I have told no one else.
We're not talking about the cat.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on.
Now hold on, fella. It's 1922. I gotta smoke real quick.
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Mysterious. Here we go. New client, February 6th, 1922. Night. I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of the First National grocery store chain. It appears the First National Grocery in Innsmouth was recently burglarized and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I've been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson gave him the job as a favor. Even back at the turn of this fucking century, it's who you know. It's always been this way. Burnham is looking like the prime suspect for the robbery, but there are a few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson, and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe? To misdirect any investigation? If that was his plan, why did he disappear? Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighboring communities. Outsiders are unwelcome there, and there are superstitious tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. They are of mixed blood, so the stories go. Whatever that's supposed to mean. The usual Hicktown prejudice, no doubt. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying their line that Burnham robbed the place and wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. Feels good to have a purpose after 5 months trying to break through my amnesia. I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in so long.
Driver, how far to the stop?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Already
I
done?
locked the gates.
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
This guy sounds 100% like Podidon from Illuminate. My god. Oh, that's weird.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
I am never not thinking about Illbleed. It stays with me at all times, 24/7, 365. Instant transmission. Well, right here we got the Gilman Hotel.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't rightly say as I know him.
It sounds rough, man.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
Is that an option?
The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warrens.
Variety store. Oh, well, hello there.
That way's blocked by a police line.
I know. I'm trying to talk to
I wonder why they cordoned it off.
I want to talk to this guy.
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
Yeah, okay.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I can't be seen talking to you.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
You're in the wrong place. Asking the wrong questions, outsider.
I feel very welcome here.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't say as I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
Seems this grandiose structure is the esoteric order of Dagon. It won't open.
Probably not important. This is basically, you know, back in like really, really long time ago, we had a family friend who was a cop. And I remember vividly that she told us once that she loved when people asked her for directions because she would always just lie and just give them the wrong directions. She found it very funny. That just comes to mind when he could have just told me to turn around. It's almost like they want me to not be here. Let's check this place out.
It's the First National grocery store.
Fuck, dude, it sure is.
It's a crime scene. The local law enforcement has blocked the main entrance.
Yeah, no way in. Where is there? What is
It
this?
won't open.
Ooh. Be cautious when sneaking past enemies. Are there enemies in here? I guess at some point we're gonna have to go do that. I want to check out the hotel first. I know we go here eventually.
Coming, snooping around, but they ain't wanted.
We're in a beautiful seaside town, and everyone is very, very friendly. Oh, I forgot to look at the headless statue. Innsmouth to her sons who died for liberty, 1775 to 1781.
This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. It's seen better days.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fog's thick tonight. Damp enough to put out a fella's smokes.
Damn, how will we survive? Let's check this place out. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we come back here later. I want to see if anyone here has anything to say.
Evening.
Hi.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
I'll bet,
Talking to
dude.
this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy. If I need a room and I'm desperate, then I'll come back.
Oh, did you miss the voice acting earlier? I'm gonna go out there and talk to some people, because it's very good. They're all very normal. I'm actually not gonna talk to him. He's the most normal guy in the entire town.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
I reckon you might have scared him off with that ugly face of yours.
Damn. He fucking got my ass. Alright, let's snoop around in the crime scene. There was a stealth tutorial. Hi.
Stop! You can't come down there.
But I wanna.
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful.
Oh, this is gonna be painful. Oh. Oh, hey, Smoke. I didn't see you down there. Save point. Let's check this out. That old-timey car. Innsmouth Courier, established 1833. Oh. This...
The door's bolted shut.
Nah, that one didn't open. That's probably the Skyrim dungeon exit right there. Let's go ahead and,
The window's smashed. I can see what looks like an old dark room.
Curious.
It won't open. It won't budge.
Sucker.
It's unlocked.
Objects that can be pushed will have left scratch marks on the floor. You'll be able to move it if the door is open. To push an object, move against it in the direction of the scratch marks. It's trying to tutorialize the sequence we talked about earlier that basically requires a walkthrough. As mentioned, I am going to do my best to try and do that without a walkthrough. Although we probably won't be reaching it tonight. It is just about 10:30. Oh my god, we moved it like 2 feet. That'll do it. Stealth.
Assorted paperwork, but nothing of interest.
Ooh. Watch out for medical boxes. They contain all the treatments needed to patch up any injuries. You can apply treatments through either the interface or the quick heal key. Excellent. I'm gonna... Okay, I can't crouch jump. That's unfortunate. The tutorial scare cord is very good. Can't read that. There we go. That's what we need. We have 2 bandages, 1... whatever that is. 1 thread, 1 bottle. I don't know.
It won't open. The till's empty.
It sure is.
Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood.
That's weird.
These scratch marks look like they were made by some kind of animal. Strange.
Weird.
Looks like the door was forced open, and
I'm
there's
trying to open
scratch
the door,
marks on
Jack.
the
Come
wood.
on. Work with me here.
The store may be low on stock, but it's immaculately kept. The store may be low on stock. It won't open.
Oh, it's like a meat grinder.
Nothing of interest.
Well, I'm very interested in an old-timey meat grinder. Maybe you aren't.
These posters are everywhere.
Wild cherry tonic. Something jaundice. Something complaints sold here.
The glass has been broken, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Strange.
This is, if I don't miss my guess, the front door that was blocked off.
It won't budge.
Which means that this door was broken. A bunch of this stuff got knocked over, and then this door got busted open. Weird. Yeah, I mean, beasts can't come in here. That's illegal.
It won't budge.
Well, I'm lost. Oh, hang on. Oh, look at that. That is prime brush modeling right there. You got 3 cans, because the cans are basically just hexagons. They stuck them together. Love it. I love this era of game design. This is where we came from. It was... Oh, hang on.
Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest.
Can I open the drawers?
Assorted paperwork,
I can't open
but
the
nothing
drawers.
of any real interest.
It's not amnesia, I guess.
Nothing of interest here.
Oh, okay, now I can open it. Yeah, all cans are hexagons if you look close enough.
Can't see anything of use.
It's a sales chart.
A typewriter, invoices and receipts. Nothing of interest.
I know it's that, but I'm still looking around.
The drawer is empty.
So it is.
The store appears to have been doing quite well under Brian.
Oh, hey, that's him, isn't it? Store proprietor Brian Burnham. Store of the year. 2 exclamation points. That's how you know he's doing
The
really
store
good.
appears to have been doing quite well under Brian. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. An empty safe. I already cleaned it out.
Bottle of bootleg rum and a handle used for lifting trapdoors. We just have to find one. Well, shit, we gotta find one real quick.
It won't open. It looks like I need some sort of...
Like this? Let's, get down there as quick as possible. If I can actually... Oh, there it goes. Meant to do that.
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
Perfect moment of just extremely buggy ladder and then plummet. Very fun. We're fine. We're fine. All we did was fall 20 feet. That's perfectly fine.
I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here. Nope, nothing of interest. I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here.
Hey, flour. Finest quality.
Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful.
Look. Oh, hello. We've got some new articles to read. Boston Globe, 20th of August, 1909. Enlightened or duped inside Boston's strangest church. Those of our readers who live near its headquarters in an ordinary-looking Boston residence will need no introduction to the Fellowship of Yith, whatever the cult's name is. This is the old one that this is the previous cult, not the old one. That's a different thing. Those who have not yet encountered this mysterious semi-religious group before, a few words of explanation are necessary. Since our country's founding upon the basis of religious freedom, its shores have been home to many small religious groups outside the mainstream. No small number are headquartered in the states of New England, where the Pilgrims themselves sought a new world free of religious persecution. Okay, but the question must be asked, at what point does a religion become a cult and its trusting adherents, not to mention its blameless neighbors, become victims? That is the question this journal poses in regard to the Fellowship of Yith. In a month-long investigation, our intrepid reporters have diligently sought out the truth behind this so-called church. I feel like I should be reading this in like a 1920s newsy voice, but I can't really do that. Its origins are somewhat mysterious, the more so since the group's leaders declined to be interviewed or to assist our investigation in any way. However, it seems that the Fellowship was founded more than 20 years ago by one Victor Holt, based on a revelation he had received from beyond the confines of this world. Holt has not been seen for almost 6 years. His followers apparently believe that he is communing with the mysterious powers behind his faith and that he is shortly to return with new insights and teachings. All this sounds like a harmless and eccentric spiritual group, little different from many others. However, those who make their homes near to the Fellowship's headquarters tell a different, more sinister story. This is just a regular-ass newspaper article. This is like a full thing. The adherents of this obscure sect are to be found loitering on street corners, casting menacing glances at their innocuous neighbors, and frequently engaging in acts of petty crime, which the local police seem powerless to prevent or redress. Strange lights have been observed burning in the windows of the old house at all hours of the day and night. They change color unpredictably and cast weird, unintelligible shadows. More disturbing are the noises which have been heard to issue from within the mysterious building. They include chanting, unearthly music, and, worst of all, screams like those of lost souls in agony. Yeah, you wanna back step away from those and hit them with the super shotgun. Many of the sect's neighbors are convinced that its services include human sacrifice or similar atrocities. Those few who dared complain to the police were told that because the house is private property and because there was no concrete evidence of any wrongdoing, most they can do is file a noise complaint. Are the horrors of Salem being reenacted in our city more than 2 centuries on? Is this fellowship of Yith engaging in unspeakable and criminal acts of worship involving torture and sacrifice? Why is nothing being done to ease the fear and distress they cause to the local community? Source within the police department speaking on the condition of anonymity. My god, this is really just going, huh? Tell the Globe that the Fellowship is suspected of involvement in a number of local crimes, but so far the lack of evidence and the reluctance of nervous witnesses to come forward have thwarted any official investigation. Very well, we say, where the police cannot or will not investigate, the Globe shall continue to act in the interest of Boston citizens. Actually, I should be doing a Boston accent for this. Interest of Boston citizens. That's not a Boston accent. I can't. For like more than about 4 syllables, it just melts away. It goes somewhere completely alien. Fearlessly exposing the truth about this so-called church and its followers. Our findings will be published in these pages over the following months so that all may know the truth. Editor's note. It is with great sorrow that the Globe announces the death of reporter Howard Addlestone, who was leading the paper's investigation into the Fellowship of Yig. That wasn't what it was called earlier. When he apparently drowned in Boston Harbor, the coroner has ruled his death a suicide. Our condolences go out to his family. I'm sure that was fine. Alright, let's go through this one. I'll read the other newspaper article at some point. But, let's go through the diary here. This seems most immediately instrumental to us. Well, I agree with the locals on one thing. I shouldn't be stuck in this miserable excuse for a town. I can see why nobody comes here, that's for sure. Another slow day at the store. At first I thought people were staying away because First National isn't local, but I haven't seen anyone go into any of the other stores either. Come to that. I haven't seen the other stores open for business. This place is deader than dead. Still, it won't be long before I'm out of here, before we're both out of here. She's the one good thing about Innsmouth. We'll bust open Old Man Waite's safe, take a car, and then it's New York City, baby! Bright lights, nightlife, everything. I'll show her all of it. Interesting.
It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues.
Sharp as a brick, this Jack Walters. Well, we can't go back up there. Nothing really doing here. I already read the diary. The inventory thing is... Oh, I could do it with the arrow keys. Oh, that's way better. Okay, I'm just going to do that from now on. I'm trying to do what the mouse overshoots constantly. Let's see, I can move this. Yeah! There you go. That's using your noodle.
The cellar's filled with human remains.
Oh shit. Bones.
These people must have died a long time ago.
Don't give up, skeleton. Oh, here's that dark room.
The window is smashed, and I can see the back alley.
I refuse to connect these thoughts.
There are some issues of the Innsmouth Courier lying here, and they're dated 1846.
Oh, here we go. Innsmouth Courier, 19th June, 1846. Innsmouth Patrician arrested. Tales of Heathen Ceremonies by John Lawrence, editor. Obed Marsh. Hey, I know that name. The head of Innsmouth's wealthy and influential Marsh family now sits in the city jail, accused of devil worship and other unspeakable practices. The whole community is left in a state of shock by the horrifying revelations that accompanied the arrest. Readers will no doubt be aware of the deep reservations expressed by the Courier's editorship and other decent citizens concerning the esoteric Order of Dagon, which was founded by Captain Marsh after his return from the South Seas, and is said to be based upon a primitive religion he encountered among the uneducated natives of certain distant Pacific islands. Oh boy, we in it. The captain's arrest seems to lend strength to those suspicions, and a full investigation is expected to unearth more. Thank God, mercifully short. They didn't get paid by the page back then.
Various chemicals and apparatus for developing photographs. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition.
That
Old
one's of a
photos
guy.
of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition.
I wonder who that is. Oh boy, here we go. Watch out for ammo pickups. Ammo will always carry across to the next chapter, but the quantity you can carry for each weapon is capped. The interface shows the total rounds you are carrying, including those in the gun. There's guns in this game. Hey, welcome back. We just found some bullets. We also read a lot
printing press
of...
appears to have been sabotaged.
Interesting. We also read a long news article about cults.
Nothing of interest here. It's not important. General notices. They're all dated
Nobody's been down here since
1846.
1846, huh? Oh, everything good?
General notices. They're all dated 1846.
Who is this guy? He keeps showing up in everything. Like all these old photos just have... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the guy? There he is! That guy. I saw this and I was like... It's gotta have a comment, but no. Oh, okay.
Nothing of any real interest.
I'll be the judge of that. Oh, a door. Oh, here we go. Again, it is continuing to try and tutorialize the escape sequence. I think we're getting close to it. I don't know if we're going to be doing it tonight, though. I might call it at the next save point. Some doors you encounter will be bolted on one side. Action the bolts to unlock or lock the door. Door bolts can come in useful when escaping from enemies.
The door's bolted shut.
Well, unbolt it, dipshit. Come on. Oh, I remember this door. We found the other side of this earlier. Yeah, there you go.
Hello, Jack.
Oops.
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
Everyone's like this. Everyone's got a
What about
voice
you,
going
Mackie?
on.
You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay. Maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something.
It's very subtly implied, but I'm pretty sure that Jack's like comments in general, just like when he's talking to himself, it's all in his head. Like he just has an ongoing hard-boiled 1920s detective inner monologue at all times. Alright, we got a save point here. I'm going to use this, and I said I was going to call it the next save point, but I was expecting it to be a little ways away from here, so I'm going to keep going for a little bit. Yeah, stretching is important. Yeah, I don't do it, but stretching is important.
It won't open.
Oh, this is the stealth area. There's a guy in here. There is no longer a guy in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You better keep your trap shut.
I won't tell
Uh-oh. Normal things are happening. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
Sorry, stranger. I can't help you.
Huh. He interrupted me. Wild. Hey, you.
What happened here, Constable?
Nothing.
Oh, swell. You can let me pass, then?
No. You'll have to go another way.
This guy's name is Ropes, by the way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's getting late.
Something's coming. Ain't seen fog like this since...
Hey, bud.
Where's everybody? It's very quiet.
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
Yeah, everybody's kind of got something going on.
What's the grand building across the square?
That's the old Masonic temple. Lots of the Masons use it no more.
Why? Who uses it now?
Them said it take grave offense at strangers asking too many questions.
Podidon here is not very helpful. Hey, pardon me a moment. Hey, Moo, be normal. Moo? Hey, come here, Smoke. Come here, Smoke. Here, you go up here. There you go. The babies are being fussy. Alright. I don't believe that there is much else
It won't open.
to do here.
It won't budge.
We could probably try and check out the, Oh, you're right. You're right. I won't tell her to be normal anymore. The bell did ring here. Maybe we can check it out.
It won't open.
No, we can't check it out. Perhaps it is time for us to find a room, then. Although, if I remember the short story correctly, Bus leaves before that, so...
I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. He worked in the First National. I'm a friend of the family.
I ain't heard of no Burnham lad.
Right.
Oh, another save point. Handy. I think it's time.
Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham? Kent Riley says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. He was all over the Arkham Press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talking.
Okay, hang on. He's talking about some kind of newspaper. Oh, the Arkham Advertiser. Okay, we should actually probably read these. Grocery store robbed, manager missing. This is the inciting incident that brought us here in the first place. Thieves have robbed the First National grocery store in Innsmouth, breaking down the door, forcing open the cash register, which we witnessed in there. That is more or less what happened, except it seems that the robber had claws. Newly appointed manager, Mr. Brian Burnham, has been missing since shortly before the robbery. This is a very disturbing turn of events, said Mr. Arthur Anderson, the guy that we're working for, First National's regional manager, from his Arkham office. This branch had only recently opened, and First National Grocery had high hopes for its success, given the general lack of modern stores and amenities in Innsmouth. The robbery is a definite setback, and more worrying still is the fact that the branch manager remains unaccounted for. And this is new. This is something we just picked up. 7th February 1922, Innsmouth robbery, missing manager accused. In yesterday's edition, we reported on a burglary at the recently opened First National grocery store in Innsmouth. The case took a new turn today as authorities in the town named Brian Burnham, the store's manager, as a suspect in the case. I believe Arthur Anderson mentioned that to us, but we must have just picked this up. Burnham has not been seen since the robbery and is thought to have left the area. It is a very straightforward case, said Chief Constable Andrew Martin in response to inquiries by the Advertiser. This young man simply robbed his employer and fled. I imagine he's out of the county now, if not the state. The chief constable dismissed concerns expressed by First National Grocery's regional manager, Mr. Arthur Anderson, that Burnham may have been kidnapped or injured. Honestly, considering that we found his diary, and it seems to back all this up.
He isn't going to spill with anything useful.
I love his habit of saying things after I'm done reading. But anywho.
It won't open.
That's not where I came from. This is where I came from. It seems like that's pretty much what happened. He definitely intended to rob the store. The only weird thing is, everyone here is a fucking weirdo. And there were claw marks. Very strange. What's down here?
It's locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store. It's a variety store, and it's closed.
It is not.
It's locked.
There. Already scoped out the grocery store.
Talking to the outsider, you'll get thrown in jail.
I've told him nothing.
If I see you talking to the outsider, you'll get thrown in jail.
I've told him nothing.
Very normal.
It won't budge. It won't open.
Let's see what's going on over here. There's quite a bit more to this town than I thought. Town Square, South Street. None of these look like real doors. Let's see what's going on over here. Washington Street. That's definitely a barricade. Friend spotted.
With a good windpipe in early in the tall and gallant man. Ah, my boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave.
Not supposed to spray like that.
In the tempest strife, in the home of the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds its gong, and the whirlwinds battle out. Ha ha! Who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister? I can give you something for your generosity.
Dudes rock.
Who are you?
Zadok! That be my name. Though too few years it now. Zadok Allen!
Do you know a Brian Burnham?
Just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Powerful name.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
Something I want to point out about this guy. This guy's in the original story, Shadow over Innsmouth, and he has what I want to say is the weirdest transliterated accent I have ever seen in a story. It's interesting that they kind of just made him like a longshoreman in this, because I genuinely do not know how anyone would, like, speak aloud the shit he says in the story. I gotta look up some excerpts from it, toss them in the Discord. It's buck wild. Anyway, fortunately, we picked up something very good. Picked up a bottle of bootleg rum. I bet he would love this.
Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here be a little something in gratitude that might help you in your search. Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's thar rumoring in Ankrum and Lipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed where it all began. Telling desperate folks they'd order get better gods. Them's that'd answer their prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet, till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckoned out it being a riot. But I'd seen them, swarms of them.
Look, old man, I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Oh, was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy as strangers if we were knowing what was good for us.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all...
Except the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
He is going for it, yeah.
Ways about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in the Dock Street. Then you'll see, for definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy.
Interesting. So it appears back in 46 there was some kind of
Tonight, boys, we must
incident.
Fight, but the winds will shower our sail.
I need to learn about the oaths of Dagon. Join the Faith something church.
It's just an advertisement for the local Methodist church.
I'm glad you can read that, because it is way too crunchy for me to... hello!
I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And is there anyone in Innsmouth who doesn't know my name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, you have to follow me. It's not wise to be seen talking to outsiders.
How's it going, Lanny Manella? It's been a while since we heard you.
Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange? Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star.
Thanks for the exposition, Lanny Manila. Oh. It is a save point, but it's a special save point. I think the ones with the stars restore your sanity. But anyway, point is, this is what they call an elder sign. It has cosmic importance in the whole Lovecraft dealy. Even though the one with the star is not correct. August Derleth made that one up. The one as described in the actual story looks more kind of like a leaf. It looks real weird.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
I never heard of no Burnham.
Just phasing through each other out here. Alright, so we've got a key to the poorhouse, and we're looking for someone who lives on Dock Street. Great. Great, cool. Okay. Oh, hey. Remember you? Talked to you a minute ago. Let's see what's down this way and give her some time to get wherever she's going. Martin's Fuel Stop? Oh, it's an old-timey gas station. Business is booming, I see. That's South Street. That's Broad Street. Another spooky basement. Love a spooky basement. Oh, are you just, like, walking in circles? Okay. Oh, that's the Marsh Refinery. Here's Mackie. He did say he would be there. Yeah, we can go talk to him. Why not? Hey, Mackie.
Hello, Mackie.
Jack, swell to see you again. Any leads on the Burnham case?
Nope. Did you know the lad at all?
Just pleasantries. Seemed a nice enough fella, if a little rough around the edges. Strange business, though. I'd never have fingered him as a crook. The First National was a well-run store, a rare thing here in Innsmouth.
Okay, Mackie. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack. Be careful what you're doing. Very careful. Innsmouth's a dangerous place. Not everyone who visits here ends up leaving by the old bus route.
This Mackie character knows plenty, but I don't think grilling him for scraps of information is going to crack this case.
Gotta go find that Waits guy. Ah, spooky. Taxi. For some reason I thought there was like a intro. I think we need to go back to the poorhouse because we did just get a key for that. And that seems like the most immediate relevant thing. In fact, it's right here. And it specifically just says it's for the poorhouse. What?
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Sorry, stranger. I can't help you.
Great, man.
It's unlocked.
I was trying to close it behind me. There you go. Ooh, loading zone. Monitor your heartbeat and breathing, and it's gone. I am not going to be reading loading screen tips. Oh, hello? Game? Capture? Hello? Is it... Oh, No, it is working. It's just so dark I can't see it on my other monitor. Okay, for a hot second there, I thought that the game capture had unhooked.
If I see you without fire, I'll report you to order.
I'll not say nothing.
That's double negative, man. Hi.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Sorry, stranger. I can't help you.
Okay, that's Lanny Minella basically doing the voice of Marie in Illbleed. This game is way more Illbleed than I was expecting.
It won't open.
I'm glad you can see the door there, Jack, because I can't. Unfortunately, Jack never learned how to do pull-ups.
I have a strange feeling I'm being watched.
Oh. Well, hello there, friend. What are you up to? Hi. Yeah, that's normal.
Oh. Do you need any help? Disease is rampant in this town.
Huh. He's got one normal hand, one weird hand. That's probably fine.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
You're in the wrong place, asking the wrong questions, outsider.
It's the entrance to the town poorhouse.
Can't close it. Oop. Still being followed.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
You wanna talk?
What are you looking at there, old-timer?
Nothing. I'm just looking. What you doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I'm trying to find Dock Street.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black cellars and attics. How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything.
That voice also sounds very familiar, but I can't quite place it. Ooh, a moth. That is some very impressive animation. Oh, look at that. Ooh.
Her sleep is restless and erratic.
I can't imagine why. I cannot believe I just went in here and took a first aid kit. Video games have made me a monster.
The old woman's dead. It won't open.
Oop.
Nothing of interest.
Oh, right. Jack is also afraid of heights. So we have to avoid looking at heights. He'll get spooked. Oh, here we are, Dock Street.
It won't open.
Alright, I note that it is after 11 now. So...
It won't budge.
For real this time, the next save point we see, we're gonna call it. Hey there, friend.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
I reckon you might have scared him off with that ugly face of yours.
I can't believe we've been burned twice in one night. Oh, that's normal.
Jesus, those people have been ripped apart.
That's normal. That's normal. That's great. That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
It's blocked. I can't go that way.
Well, you can't duck under that? Jesus.
Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mommy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mommy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mommy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance.
Also voiced by Lanny Minella.
Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mommy and Daddy.
Yeah, that looks normal. Hey, what? Don't hear that?
It won't open. It won't budge. It won't budge. It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture.
Getting a real
An
bad
old chest
feeling
of
about
drawers.
this.
No. It won't budge. The door's bolted shut.
Hello. Okay. We have entered the jump scare zone. Ah, don't like those sounds.
Experience beige.
We have experienced some kind of beige.
Looks like a diary.
Come on, Jack, you're not even trying. Last entry in the diary is from today. It reads, "Another sleepless night. I lay awake, listening to the movements of that thing that I married, pacing about her locked room. Damn the esoteric order of Dagon. Damn the oaths. Damn the town fathers for not hanging Obed Marsh when they had the chance. No, burning him and his whole filthy clan. Wish I could just leave, abandon my sham of a marriage, leave the store to rot and start a new life far, far away. But I'm trapped here. Every time I look at Ramona, I know it. Watching her sleep in her beauty and innocence, my heart feels like breaking. She has no idea of what she will become. Yesterday was her 10th birthday. The change cannot be far off. Her birth gave me such joy, so much that I still use the month, day, and year as the 4-number combination for my safe, in that order starting clockwise." That's good to know. Yesterday was her 10th birthday. Okay, we'll need that for a puzzle solution, I'm sure. It is as though I am trying to preserve that date forever and deny the inevitable horror. I sometimes think of killing her, an act of mercy before she starts to manifest the horror. God forgive me, but she is my daughter and I could never harm her. She is blameless in all of this. I'm so glad that she is alive and nothing terrible has happened to her. When the time comes, Innsmouth will be the only place for her, and until then, I must stay here to watch over her. It is my penance, my atonement, for creating her life with her chosen mother. After she joins them, if the grief does not kill me, my life will be my own once more. Not that I know how I will have the strength to go on without her. I'm so glad my daughter is alive, and healthy, and normal. Well, gang, we gotta go back downstairs.
Can't see anything of use.
Come on, Jack. Did we take any kind of injury or damage from... Oh, yeah, we did. Oh, yeah, we got fucked up. Look at our eyeball. Hey, Moo, get off my desk, please. Thank you. Need to bandage our head. We have bandaged our head. Oh yeah, true. I did say that.
Oh God, no.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was caught by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack!
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You've gone too far this time, Wait. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. It sounds less than blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. At Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
Things to say before slinging a dead body, the dead body of a child over your shoulder, like a fucking sack of flour.
It's Ramona's coloring book.
Yeah, I'll just take that with me as a grim reminder that will haunt me to the end of my days.
It won't open. It won't budge.
Key to Waite's Variety Store. And I guess we can open our journal and look at Ramona Waite's coloring book. The drawings that fill Ramona's book are like things from a nightmare. It is hard to believe that a young child could imagine such horrors. There are pictures of strange, unnatural creatures, crudely drawn, but still able to provoke visceral feelings of revulsion. One of them is captioned with the word Mother. What can it mean? These profoundly disturbing images raise grave concerns about the girl's state of mind. She's dead. You don't need to own her in your internal monologue. It looks like we're going to the variety store. Just gonna close that. Yeah. Hi. How you doing?
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I reckon you might have scared him off with that ugly face of yours.
Fuck, they got us again. I can't believe it. This day is just getting worse all the time.
It won't open.
I have to assume down here.
It won't budge.
No? Well, I can't go back up there. I don't think. No. No. Nope. Here? The lights are... Oh. Hello.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do.
Oh boy. I'd love to take a Skyrim shortcut back to the town by going through the blood hallway. Well, it looks like we need to go... Oh, I love voice actor trivia. Please do.
Will you be leaving soon?
This bus ain't going nowhere tonight, fella.
Yeah, that's her, Lanny Manella.
Have to wait till morning.
Damn. Is there another bus out of Innsmouth?
No, but there's a hotel behind me. Gilman will have board for the night.
Yep, Lanny Manella also did the voice for Ramona Waits, and when we were talking to her and she was mentioning her mother, I was just about to joke, oh, is your mother also voiced by Lanny Manella? But it turns out her mother was actually a monster that nearly took our eye out and tore her to shreds. I have to wonder. So, like, this came out around, this came out in 2005. And... when did Illbleed come out? Illbleed was 2001, I think. And if I remember correctly, there was a bunch of, there's kind of a stable of video game actors around that point, to the point where, a lot of people that were in Illbleed were also in, Sonic Adventure and whatnot. A lot of Dreamcast games as well. I have to wonder if there's anyone else in here who was also in Illbleed. That is some investigation we will have to do. Yeah, it was the Sega Cinematic Universe. Anyway, it is just about 11:30. I'm getting a little sleepy, as they call it. So I'm gonna save the game. And we're just gonna live with the trauma of having sicked a monster on a child, and we'll just let it sit there. until next time, when we continue. Oh, good news. That is exactly what we need right now. Oh, hell yes. I am excited. I am excited to finally reunite with Cork. Oh, perfect. You know, I think it says a lot that I am probably more excited to hear Cork than I was to hear Jeffrey Combs in Elite Force 2. My brain is all kinds of messed up. Oh, Kevin, huh? Oh my god. Well, that's something we're gonna run into. Yeah, he didn't have much going on. He made good use of the time that he was in the game. Yeah, Hertzler also barely had anything. He was in a boss fight. He did a good job there, but yeah. It does sound like we'll be hanging out a lot with Cork and Kevin, though, so that'll be something. But yeah, for now, this game has some really fucking good music. I'm just gonna let that play out rather than putting the whole music back on. And I think that's where we'll leave it for now. I might come back to this tomorrow. I'm having a time. This is extremely, I don't know, atmospheric? I was about to say extremely vibes, but that's not a sentence. It's definitely spooky. It's definitely atmospheric. Yeah, Steve Brody. I think the last voice acting role he did was the President in Sonic Adventure 2, I think? Had a good career. But thanks y'all for coming by. I will see you next time. Yeah, it is. You got it right on the money. It's not good, but it is very interesting. I am compelled by this. I want to see this as far through as possible. For now, though, always remember the reason for the season, and good night. That feels extremely out of tone with what we just witnessed, but it is what it is. Good night.